put those clothes in the washer, would you?
Okay. Mom, pitch me a towel.
I really...
Warehouse.
As their cleanest, nothing beats the strength of Clorox 2.
Hey, Clorox 2 is terrific. Now, if I only had an iron.
Some independence.
From CNN Headline News, this is Newswatch.
The House has voted to approve a defense bill of nearly $2.5 billion, including funds for continuing research, but not production, of the MX missile. United Auto Workers President Douglas Fraser is in Toronto for a second day of talks between the union and Chrysler. Fraser says if a concrete offer doesn't come from Chrysler tomorrow, the situation will be hopeless. And an experimental drug reported in Thursday's edition of the New England Journal of Medicine could reverse the main cause of sickle cell anemia, a major killer of black Americans. Sports is next.
And now, Swift & Company shows you how to carve a turkey on Cooking Easy with Nancy.
Your butterball's ready. It's perfectly cooked, and now it's ready to carve. It stood 10 to 15 minutes, and now we're set. Now all we do is position the platter to the carver's left. If you're right-handed, make sure that your carving utensils are perfectly sharp. Position this a little more so that you can see it. And now the first cut. Cut the band of skin between the drumsticks. One easy cut does it. The next thing, we're going to separate the drum and the thigh from the breast. And that is just a very simple cut, straight down. And the objective is to just pop the joint. And there it comes. Could you hear it? Now, wasn't that easy to do? Just transfer to a carving board. Just make a long cut. Deep, 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 and you can see the joint, you can hear it. Just separate these two pieces. They separate quite easily. You hear that? I just pulled it a little bit. That's not too difficult. If you dare carve a drumstick, if you have children in your house, you don't dare, but butterball drumsticks have most of the tendons removed. Now, wasn't that easy to carve? Now we'll start on the white meat. Make a long, deep, and notice I said deep, horizontal cut. Don't be afraid of it. Get right in there with your knife. Ooh, more juices. See the juices? 1/8 inch thick slices. This is something that's particularly wonderful about a butterball is you just keep carving and you keep seeing the juices. This is practically to the bone. Doesn't this look beautiful? Happy holidays. If you have any questions, just call us on our talk line. We'll be there through the 24th of December. Goodbye, good shopping, and I'll see you next time on Cooking Easy.
They say an animal is meanest when it's cornered.
The German soldier facing us is still an undefeated enemy. He can still fight. His leaders know that.
Most deadly when it's desperate.
Blast that tank off the bridge.
And in December 1944, it was hard to say who was more desperate.
From this moment, all units are to make a stand wherever they are and fight.
The Battle of the Bulge. Sunday on Superstation WTBS.
Sports, top-ranked Virginia and number 3 Georgetown tuned up for Saturday night showdown with victories Wednesday night. The Cavaliers beat Duke 104-91, while the Hoyas crushed Alabama State 99-76. For Newswatch, I'm Bob Varsha.
From CNN Headline News, this has been Newswatch.
Ever wonder why Butterball is America's best-loved turkey? Well, it has a great reputation for plumpness and juiciness and all those Butterball exclusives. That deeply different self-basting, the leg tuck, the turkey lifter. So much more to be thankful for. But best of all, with a Butterball turkey, you know they'll say, now this is the best ever. Butterball, when only the best will do. From Swift.
Well, Miss Independent, how's life on your own?
Great, Mom. Except my clothes are the pits.
So I see.
Well, I got this dry bleach.
You need Clorox, too, all fabric bleach.
Is it better?
There's nothing better for getting colors they're cleanest.
Oh, this spaghetti's a disaster.
Clorox, too, strong enough to get out even that tough stain. No other dry bleach can beat it.
Come on.
To get colors their cleanest, nothing beats the strength of Clorox 2.
Hey, Clorox 2 is terrific. Now, if I only had an iron. Some independence.
Watch how the magic of Kodomatic instant cameras and film can turn one Eastern Airlines ticket into two. First, buy a Kodomatic camera, or a Champ and instant film, or just instant film. Then choose one of Eastern's magical destinations. Buy one round-trip ticket at full fare, and Kodak will give you another ticket free. No one else matches this magic, so don't walk. Fly to your photo dealers for details. Let's go.
Acapulco.
There's a fine white wine that's great with America's favorite foods. Crisp, light, delightfully dry. Its European charm goes with seafood and Sausalito or Texas beef. New Orleans Creole or Southern fried. Blue Nun, the delicious imported premium white wine.
Blue Nun goes anytime, any place with anything. Blue Nun goes everywhere. Blue Nun.
RCA Video Disc. First, we opened your eyes to great entertainment. Now, we're going to open your ears to stereo sound. Introducing RCA's Stereo Video Disc Player, letting you enjoy great stereo entertainment and movies on your TV tonight. Basic players start at $2.99, stereo higher. RCA's Stereo Video Disc. It'll open your eyes and your ears.
Buy the player now and get Rocky 3 or Star Trek 2 or Dumbo free.
To your Blue Max. When nothing matters but the prize.
Is he a good flyer? Yes, he is.
You let nothing stand in your way.
Let's get it over with, shall we?
And to a German flyer, the Blue Max was worth it.
There's something of the Cobra in you.
George Papard, the Blue Max, Saturday morning on Superstation WTBS.
From CNN Headline News, this is Newswatch.
Senate opponents of the 5-cent per gallon gas tax increase are expected to put up a battle later in the week, but passage is expected. Freezing rain, snow, and fog across the Northwest are being blamed for the deaths of 9 people tonight, while winds reaching 80 miles per hour have snapped power lines in Southern California. And several hundred John Lennon fans held an emotional vigil Wednesday night outside the New York City apartment where Lennon was gunned down 2 years ago. Sports is coming up next.
Très chic, Miss Moreau. This elegant bra makes me homesick.
You have this new Cross Your Heart bra in France?
Cross your heart?
New elegance bras from Playtex Cross Your Heart. Lush tricot, lace applique, elegant feeling.
Not French?
As American as French toast. And new elegance lifts and separates for a better figure.
C'est magnifique.
3 cheers for the red, white, and blue. New elegance bras from Playtex Cross Your Heart. Elegance you can feel.
Think of the biggest sports fans on your Christmas list, and I'll show you the biggest present you can give them. Here it is, a whole year of sports. First, they'll get a handsome holiday card announcing your present, followed by the gift that keeps on coming. Week after week of the top magazine in sports, Sports Illustrated. We'll start your Fans of the Year with a Sportsman of the Year, a special year-end issue. Then they'll get the peak of the football season, the bowl games from Rose to Cotton to Sugar. The NFL playoffs, game by game, right up to the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. They'll follow the bouncing ball on every college and pro court, and the battles on ice, right up to the clash for the Stanley Cup. They'll get the whole baseball season, from the trials of spring to the final test of the World Series. And next fall, Sports Illustrated's big, exciting college and pro football preview issue. It all adds up to a whole year packed with every great sport under the sun. 52 exciting issues of Sports Illustrated at our special holiday rate of just $29.95. That's over $11 off our regular subscription price, 62% off the cover price. It's the biggest present you can give any sports fan you know. And your shopping, it couldn't be easier. Just dial this toll-free number, 1-800-525-5500. With the names and addresses of the people on your list. The gift card will be on its way in time for the holidays, and we won't bill you until next year. Call now, and your gift will include the year in sports, a photo album of all the sports highlights of the past year. Sports Illustrated is 62% off the cover price, and the phone call is free. So call 1-800-525-5500, and they'll cheer you once a week for the rest of the year.
In sports, North Carolina State confirms the school is under investigation by the NCAA for recruiting violations. School Chancellor Bruce Polton says he expects the Wolfpack will receive some type of penalty. For Newswatch, I'm Bob Varsha.
From CNN Headline News, this has been Newswatch.
How has Dynasty's rise caused a TV star war? And will the Dallas Empire strike back? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
What does this new book reveal about TV's hottest star? It's an exclusive in the Inquirer. How can you look thinner by dressing slimmer? Can the color red make you strong?
It's in the Inquirer.
Who's the mystery girl in these exclusive photos of Ted Kennedy? Find out in the Inquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
We are USA 1, taking charge with the new Cavaliers, with a new high-compression electronic fuel-injected 2-liter engine, available 5-speed transmission, and a new lower price. It's powered by Chevrolet's determination to put Cavalier on top and priced to keep it there. A full line of new Cavaliers from America's sales leader. And now on new 82 models only, get 10.9% financing that can save you hundreds of dollars on financing costs.
Honey, you really should call and tell them.
I know it's silly. I just can't seem to.
They ran off and got married.
Your mother? That's terrific.
It's fantastic. Right after dinner?
Oh, Paul. Right after I get my nerve up.
And if I know my mother, I know exactly where they went.
What am I afraid of? I should
Coleman?
just go ahead.
Mrs. Coleman.
That's
Reach out and touch someone.
Severe by day, witty and whimsical by night. The Mariuccia Collection on Style, a daily feature of Take Two. Noon Eastern Time on CNN.
This is Sylvester Stallone for the United Way saying, come on, we need you. This year, join with me and your friends and neighbors and be a United Way volunteer, and thanks. Because thanks to you, it works. It works for all of us. The United Way.
To your Blue Max. When nothing matters but the prize.
Is he a good flyer? Yes. Yes, he is.
You let nothing stand in your way.
Let's get it over with, shall we?
And to a German flyer, the Blue Max was worth it.
There's something of the Cobra in you.
George Papard, the Blue Max, Saturday morning on Superstation WTBS.
From CNN Headline News, this is Newswatch.
The man who threatened to blow up the Washington Monument is dead of police gunfire tonight, and no explosives were found in the van he drove to the foot of the monument this morning. Officials say 3 sites in the St. Louis area contaminated by toxic dioxins will be cleaned up next spring through the Environmental Protection Agency's Superfund program. And members of the House were surprised by the voice of a female reading them the text of an appropriations bill on Wednesday. Meg Getz became the first female to formally read a bill to the House in its 193-year history. I'll have sports right after this.
Of all the breakfast cereals on the market today, over 100 of them altogether, only a very few are high nutrition cereals. Buckwheats is one of them. And among the high nutrition cereals, only Buckwheats has a great touch of honey taste.
Nice touch.
So, for high nutrition and great taste, try Buckwheats, the only high nutrition cereal with a touch of honey taste.
We are USA 1, taking charge with a Chevrolet so versatile, it's part moving van, part school bus, part camper and part sporty car. The front-wheel drive Chevy Citation, outselling every other front-wheel drive over the past 3 years combined. And now on new 82 models only, get 10.9% financing that can save you hundreds of dollars on financing costs.
It's against thy heritage, against all thy upbringing to choose violence.
They called him Quaker.
This is a fighting ship. Our business is killing. I won't have any man on this ship who won't fight.
Would they also call him Coward?
That's where you belong, in your back with the rest of the crummy Navy.
And when it came to kill or be killed, would he choose the fight or the Deep Six? Thursday night on Superstation WTBS.
Thanks to the U.S. Coast Guard, the Arco Juno is right on course. She stays that way by following these numbers. They're part of a sophisticated navigation system called Moran C. Skilled Coast Guard technicians operate it, preventing countless maritime disasters. There are a lot of good jobs in the Coast Guard. Maybe one's for you.
When nothing matters but the prize, you let nothing stand in your way. The Blue Max, Saturday morning on Superstation WTBS. They say an animal is meanest when it's cornered.
The German soldier facing us is still an undefeated enemy. He can still fight. His leaders know that.
Most deadly when it's desperate.
Blast that tank off the bridge.
And in December 1944, it was hard to say who was more desperate.
From this moment, all units are to make a stand wherever they are and fight.
The Battle of the Bulge, Sunday on Superstation WTBS.
In sports, free agent outfielder Steve Kemp is rumored to be ready to sign with the New York Yankees, but owner George Steinbrenner says only that the Yanks are getting close. For Newswatch, I'm Bob Varsha.
From CNN Headline News, this has been Newswatch.